Did you know which body parts can be replaced? Medical science and biotechnology has given second chances to so many lives, especially in the form of prosthesis. Gone are the days where your life was over if you lost a limb or two. So, to honor this achievement in human endurance and scientific method, we have made a list of many body parts that could theoretically be replaced if lost. Number 1. Heart muscle. According to WHO, more people lose their life every year to heart disease than any other disease. Influencing factors such as stress and unhealthy lifestyle could cause your heart to give in. Earlier this, researcher from the Journal Hospital made significant improvement in bioengineering human hearts. These were made up of pieces from donor hearts that were stripped of their cardiac muscle cell and combined with the potential recipient stem cells. 2. Ears. You can print almost anything lately, such as sculptures, usable plastic parts, and other mechanisms. More recently, though, we can now print prosthetic limbs and ears. Ear with superhuman hearing, might I add. Molds were constructed by using photogrammetry to map out images of individuals' ear. The mold itself took just over a day to be constructed, only taking a few minutes to be injected with living cell before being transplanted. The coil-like antenna printed into the ear connects to a cochlear-like electrode which can pick up frequencies outside of the human range of hearing. Bones. As a child, you are lucky if you make it through your 20s without breaking any bones. After your 20s, bones take a lot longer to heal due to certain factors. According to the National Center of Biotechnology, healing processes are already ongoing in the child at the time of the fracture. In the adult, these factors must be reawakened, leading to the slower healing time in the adults. Luckily, we have a remedy injectable bone, which is a paste-like substance made from calcium phosphate or calcium sulfate, can repair minor fracture and fill in missing pieces of bone by being injected into the affected area. Pancreas. The pancreas is one of the most important organs in our body. It is in charge of regulating digestion and blood sugar level. An artificial pancreas device system mimics the function of pancreas. It's also categorized into two separate devices. Limbs. Limbs are commonly replaced body parts. We all have seen the touching story of a soldier returning home with a missing limb or an ordinary person receiving a second chance at walking again through technologies like prosthesis. Technological innovator used her looks to nature when creating bionic limbs. His creation used complex algorithm to stimulate and then emulate the exact function of every fiber of muscle and tendon at different speeds and tensions. Hands, much like arms and legs, are replaceable as well. Researchers from the University of Chicago are developing a prosthesis which can send and receive signal to the brain through a direct interface. This allows the wearer to have a perceived sense of touch. Eyes. Enucleation is the process of removing an infected or damaged eye. Thereafter, the patient is fitted with an ocular prosthesis. Medical researchers at the Weill Cornell Medical College have developed an artificial retina that's capable of restoring sight. This was first tested on mice and monkeys as their retinas are similar to humans. Researchers are hopeful that the artificial retina could restore the sight to the blind. Fingers. Fingers are an essential part of human interactivity and functionality. Losing them wouldn't mean the end of your life, but everyday tasks would become extremely challenging. No finger compared to Finnish programmer Jerry Jaleva, who fitted a prosthetic thumb with a flash drive situated in the nail of the prosthesis. It is literal thumb drive. Skin. The skin is the largest sensory organ of the body, yet skin grafting is also as susceptible to procedural risk as any other operation. A chemical engineering professor at Stanford University is currently developing artificial skin that mimics the function and feel of regular skin. Bladder. Believe it or not, but your bladder is replaceable too. This process is known as orthotopic new bladder procedure. The first ever successful procedure was performed on a dog, with scientists eventually growing their own artificial bladder to be transplanted into a human. These artificial bladders are usually grown from the recipient damaged tissue. Doctors are also able to remove tissue from the small intestine to create a new bladder. This technique is only done once it's been ruled that the bladder is too damaged to be repaired.